Work on the nation's biggest transportation effort, known as the Gateway Tunnel Project, is grinding to a halt, with hundreds of construction workers facing layoffs due to an indefinite suspension in federal funding by the Trump administration. The $16 billion project is intended to create a critical new set of rail tunnels under the Hudson River connecting New York and New Jersey. The funds were approved under President Biden and were frozen by President Trump in October. Nationally, shutting this project down would cause a $16 billion hit to the country's economy over a 4-year period, according to the Regional Plan Association. It could also cause a loss of $7 billion in taxes to federal, state, and local governments. New Jersey officials and union workers spoke about the impact of that action earlier today.
This project is a stretch of train that isn't just vital for New York and New Jersey. It is vital for the entire northeastern corridor, the busiest rail stretch in all of North America. This is all being put on the line now by a president that seems to just want things named after him.
CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang joins us now with more. So, Weijia, this is the largest project of its kind in the nation. What is the White House saying about why they froze the funding and what it'll take to get it unfrozen?
So, Lindsay, they first made this decision back in October. It was just that it would take until today, which is the deadline for the funds to expire, for all that work to essentially stop. And the White House earlier this week, or I should say late last month, issued a statement to say that it's Chuck Schumer and Democrats who are standing in the way of a deal for the Gateway Tunnel project by refusing to negotiate with the Trump administration. There is nothing stopping Democrats from prioritizing the interests of Americans over illegal aliens and getting this project back on track. And we did just hear from that lawmaker there who referenced the president wanting to name things after himself. That is because there are various reports that have not been confirmed by CBS News that the president asked Senator Chuck Schumer to consider a deal to rename Penn Station in New York City and Dulles Airport right outside of Washington here in his name, and then he would unfreeze that $16 billion. Again, we have not confirmed that, and the White House has not responded to our request for whether that is true or not, but certainly lawmakers are speaking out about that, and we will try to get an update about where that stands, Lindsay.
And this was supposed to be an important day for diplomacy. Iranian and U.S. officials held indirect talks in Oman today. What did they discuss, and what is the White House saying?
Well, so far we have not heard from the White House, but we did get a readout from the Iranians who say this meeting lasted for about 8 hours. Obviously, we know that it was the president's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, who would be leading the talks on behalf of the U.S. in Oman. The Iranians say they were indirect. Oman's foreign minister was there as a third party. They described it as a very positive atmosphere and said they only talked about nuclear deals or potentially reaching one and other issues related to nuclear weapons, nothing else, and that they have agreed to continue talking, Lindsay. But again, we are obviously waiting to hear what the White House says about this and what the next step would be in trying to reach any kind of deal.
Weijia Jiang, thank you.